Welcome into Farming Simulator 25 with me, the midlife Simster. Thanks again for joining me at Hutan Pantai. Following on from our last episode, I won't be doing a flashback simply because it took me hours and hours of messing around and trying to get things into different fields and trying to make it work. But we got there sort of eventually. Now, top right hand corner, £90,000 left. That's all we've got. However, in the meantime, there does appear to have been some sort of minor Christmas miracle. Santa sleigh and the reindeer there in the front. Our snowmen looking on. Some electronic funky Christmas tree. And opposite our brand new barn, and what I've used as my turning circle for our brand new barn, 3 more funky Christmas trees. The question is, Santa, will you be bringing us a white Christmas for the midlife Simster? We shall see. So, here we go. If I come through here, and then I'll do a bit more explaining as to what I've done off camera, and catch you guys up. So, let's kill the engine. This is going to be our youngster stroke breeding barn. Hey guys. As you can see, there's not many of these guys left in here at the moment. I've spent most of my time ferrying them back and forth to our new paddock, which I'll take you to very shortly. So we can fit 61 cows stroke water buffalo in here, which is pretty good. The only downside of this barn, and if I could do it again with, but it would need so much more money, is this barn doesn't produce any manure or slurry. So you can put straw in it, which is really annoying that you can put straw in, but you don't get anything out. It seems it's just decorative. I've done loads of testing on my little test map, and I cannot get this barn to produce anything, no matter what version of manure pits and slurry extensions and whatever else I put on it. Hey, where are you? Hi. Come running up behind me. So, this is this barn for now. And it'll do. It's a nice little sort of starter pen, breeding pen. Whilst they're kids, we can just chuck grass into it, be done with it. Happy days. This pen still is as is with the sheep. Longer term, I will definitely be looking to change this up for a much bigger pen. And when we get rid of the rice field, which we are going to do at some point. Now, whether we do it before we can plant the rice depends on how much money we can generate in the coming months. Is another thing. So the goats would go up there, the sheep would be down here. Preferably, though, what we'd end up having to do is, you can see where the snowmen were then. Where are we? Animals, cows, pigs, sheep. I'd want that barn, but it's £100,000 just for the barn. Then you've got to add on that you're making your own pasture. There's a couple of extra grand on the back of that, and then we've got to pay the animals. And of course, we also need be able to feed them. So, and I think goats are hay off the top of my head. I'll have to check that. But that then causes its own dilemma, because we need we just need more fields. We need more grass fields. There's no two ways about it. The rate this is going to end up going, I was doing a bit of testing with the TMR, and the amount of hay that we're going to end up having to go through, and the rate that what these guys can eat is, well, it's a little bit scary for us, because I don't know how we're going to manage it. So right, so here we go. So we've got the last of our 6 water buffalo to chuck into the trailer. This trailer, I've just hired it. It's on loan or lease, or however we want to refer to it. I've used it a lot. I'm probably just going to keep it on lease for a couple of months. It's not that expensive. Where are we? Vehicles. So it's cost us £775 per month, plus then however much we use it. So, you know, yeah, okay, I don't particularly want to burn £750 every month, but for the sake of just keeping hold of it whilst we sort out our, kind of get our animals in order, I'm all right with that. So I I've had the worker sort this field out for us. Stay there, my friend. It was just so ugly, wasn't it? So yeah, ran that over with the worker just so it's sort of ready now to go and be sort of seeded and to use whatever we want to do with it. I toyed with using this field for the big pasture, and then buy in. If I show you, I don't know if you do watch the Dagwin series where he comes down here, but I didn't mind it. I quite liked it, but it felt too unoriginal, and I just felt like anyone who does watch Dagwin would just say, well, you just copy Dagwin, mate. So I was like, and I just couldn't quite get it how I wanted it on the field. It just didn't feel right. So as you can see in the distance, I went with the original plan and I stuck it in our grass field. It has meant that we've now sacrificed that grass field that is entirely pasture. It can hold, I think it's 180 something cows and water buffalo. This took ages. It isn't pretty. The access isn't ideal, but I quite like it semi-realistic. We've got the straw blower there. That is also on lease at the moment. So let me just drag these guys through. Now the easiest, this is why I come in and then out, is I find that this is the easiest way to basically get into the points and semi-realistically. So it causes the least amount of disruption to traffic in the area. So if this was real, this is sort of how you would do it. Right. Drop you guys off. Off you go. Go and find Texas. Oh, I promised I would say my eldest, who is not even 3 yet, has decided to name one of these black sheep Ketchup. So, hi Ketchup. Whoa, 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 dude. Chill. Chill, chill, chill. So, yeah, there we are. So we've got Texas and Ketchup, the cows, and what do we have? Michigan, the sheep. So, yeah, good start. And also my eldest is desperate for me to put a dog on the farm, so that has to happen at some point. So the next episode, we may or may not have a dog, because my eldest loves coming in, seeing the dog, and making the dog roll over, and just shouts at the telly, roll over. And, yeah, loves it. Absolutely loves it. So, manure, happy days, set up, loads of straw in there, and the manure silent right next to it. It isn't pretty, it's a little bit glitchy because it's so hard. I find it really difficult to use the sort of leveling tools. It took me ages to get this right and get it to like where it wasn't a horrific dent down into this and on the other side. So good thing with this barn is this is where predominantly we're going to end up having most of our livestock, and so we will get slurry and manure. I was always under the impression you had one or the other. From everything I've done in testing, you seem to get both. Now that might get patched, I don't know, but for the time being, that's what we've got. Now if you look at the actual size of the pasture, it basically encompasses the whole of the plot. So it comes down here, back down to the road in that corner, and then all the way back along there. So the only part that isn't is down here, which is where we had the fun and games before with the tree that I couldn't get out of the ditch. So I'm basically just going to leave that alone. I can't do anything with it. You can't access it. It's a nightmare, so pointless. Last episode when we left, we were planting all the trees down here. So we've got those sorted. And then the lines come across here, going along there, and coming up towards here. In the meantime, then, I also took what was left and replanted a load of trees into this forest, and you can just see the saplings there coming through. A couple of them kicking around up in this area, out here, a few coming out over here. So we should have plenty of them to go and pick through. Now, long term, the way to do it, I think, if it's going to take, it depends how long they take, if it's 2 or 3 years, but let's say it's 2. For that sake, we would need 4 dedicated areas. Now, that could be one field split into quarters, and we would just basically do all the rows. We do like basically 1 year, set up an area, happy days, that's planted. The next year, set up the next area, third year, fourth year. That way then, when we harvest row set like section 1, and then we can replant it, we can then harvest section 2, replant it out, and there's always then a state of trees growing within that spot. That's in my head, that's the way to do it. Now, whether we do that via 4 fields, whether you do it via just 4 sections, trying to work out how much lumber this thing would need annually is quite difficult. I think if you go on roughly 15,000 litres per month, and then you're saying the lodgepole is about 5,000 litres, you can sort of get a rough idea. So I think off camera, I'm going to try and do a little bit of maths, and I may end up dedicating an area then to go straight into just dealing with the lumber. I'd love to, and it still is the plan, to buy these 2 fields and combine them. We'll have to wait and see what they turn into. I haven't taken out the £100,000 loan that I was allowing myself. There's no point in having it and just wasting money whilst it's sat in the bank if I'm not buying anything. We do need, though, another grass field. Now, the only other grass field on the map at the moment is this one up here, but it's £259,000. We can't afford that right now. So the question is, what do we do? Because we're in a bit of a pickle with it. Also, that is quite far away and just a bit of a potch to go and bring. I know we've got the auto loader and stuff, so it's, it's perfectly doable, isn't it? But yeah, I'd like to own it. Don't get me wrong; it'd be great because it's a massive, massive grass field, and then we could easily then turn that around, combine it with this one down here, and that should give us enough to be dealing with in terms of the TMR. We need another straw crop as well, so we're gonna need some oats somewhere, or wheat. So yeah, lots and lots and lots and lots to deal with, lots to get on with, and to kind of sort out. The other thing then is, what do we do with this barn? Let's go back up to it. In the meantime, and my going to put the torch with me. My gut feeling is that we get 60 Holsteins, because they produce slurry and manure much, much faster, and generic milk. Now, the value of that milk is obviously a lot less compared to the water buffalo. And then what we would end up having then is these guys and the water buffaloes down there for 120 of them. Any of then the offspring they get, we can start bringing back down to this barn, and then hopefully that will end up sort of in this sort of rotation where we'll end up having basically 180 adult cows in the big field with 60 little ones kind of coming through. And as soon as then they are able to be milked, we can get rid of the older ones in replace of the younger ones, and basically have a conveyor belt of cows and water buffalo coming through. That's the long-term plan in terms of what we're looking at there. So 15,000. We've got some grass. That's all they're going to need. I think it's time. Yeah, come on. Yeah, let's do it. In for a penny, in for a pound. This is going to be difficult. There's no two ways about it. It's going to be really, really hard. Ah, what can I name any of you guys? Oh, I just don't know. I just don't know. I like doing the American states, I think. I think that's quite a nice thing to do. I'm going to have a little think about it. Maybe you're Cali? California? Cali girl? I like that. Cali the cow. Cool. Right. Okay. Let's have a little think. What have we got to do that's left to do? Right. All I'm going to do, I think, is we shall bring basically everything back to base. There's not much else to do here. Contract-wise, we could have a ganders. Is there anything worthwhile doing for us? There's a deadwood contract. How are we looking in our sawmill? Yeah, still 32,000 in there. That's fine. Both grains got water. Grain mill. Only 900 litres of wheat left in that, so that needs a little bit of a top-up. These guys ticking over. Plenty of eggs. How are the chickens looking? Sheep, let's go through them in order. Water, yep, fine. Plenty of grass, you're good. You guys need some food. You've only got a little bit of... I've obviously given you grass, yeah, because I put some grass in before, so I can chuck in... You've got 7,000 litres. I wonder how much you'll go through. Chickens, you've got plenty of grain, so you're fine. And water buffalo, you've got hay for the time being. You've got loads of straw. Yeah. I wonder what will happen with their health. I'm really intrigued to see if that now resolves itself and their health picks up. So, right, let me go and grab our tractors and sort of have a bit of a tidy up. And I'll meet you back at the farm shortly. Okay, final job of the day, other than admire our wonderful Christmas decorations in the dark. We'll go and grab that fertilizer and lime spreader. Oh, in the last episode, I harped on about a mod that I really wanted, and I realised I had the wrong mod. The mod that I actually want to get and would buy if I was doing it all over again. If we go into yield improvements, is this one. The Axis 402 is only 16,500. You can obviously bulk all that up, chuck some transport wheels on it, mud guards, whatever you want. Trailer hitch as well, which is really cool, so you can take some of your fertilizer, your lime on the back of your trailer with you, drop the trailer off at the side of the field, then you've got that option to go and get it, check the cover on there, do your colours, whatever. So max price 21,700. This thing can spread for 42 meters and it's got a variable as well. So I find the 42 is a bit cheaty, especially off something as small as this, but it would, it would certainly be pretty decent. The only thing is that obviously this one can hold so much more, but that's why it's got its trailer hitch and you just take it with you. So yeah, that may come into play at some point. I don't know. Right, let's go and get it. The only other thing I've done, I put some wheat into the grain factory or the grain processor on the farm. You can't see it from this angle because it hasn't rendered. I've put three floodlights in down the bottom there around the cow barn, just because it was so dark. Whoa, my bad, sorry man. I still can't get used to this steering. Yeah, just because it was so dark. They're probably a bit too much and a bit garish, but I don't care. I don't like working in the dark. So only reason being I've got you guys back now is just to have a quick chat about what's going to happen. There's really not much to do in February either. I need to see how our animals are doing in terms of their food. But really, we just kind of need to get into March and get on with it when we can start doing something about the grass issue. I'd really like to buy the big grass field, but it just we can't afford it right now, and B, I just don't know whether that's the right way to go. So I don't know, bit of food for thought, isn't it, really? Right, let's dump you by there, my friend. Engine off on you. Ajax, you all good? Plenty of food, a couple of pallets of eggs, so must sort that out in February. Happy days. Oh, that's the other thing I did. Sorry. Yep, I need to show you that before we go into next month. So I don't think that this is a cheat or a hack, because if I owned this farm, I would find a way of getting a water source to the greenhouse. It's quite ridiculous, really. So Omatana's mod, which you can find in construction, and if you go into, where is it, the containers, down the bottom here, garden pump, water pack. So comes as one of three, whoops, one of three, sorry. You've got the stone well, the fire hydrant, garden pump. I like the garden pump myself. And what that will then allow us to do is basically set up a permanent connection between water being pumped into our drum and then water going into the greenhouse. So if I say dump water, so R1 and triangle and go, but then I also press L3 at the same time, we are now permanently full in the tank. If I can get around here quick enough, there we are. Water 30, 31, 32. I don't think that's unreasonable. I really, really don't. It still means I've got to go around the tank on each one. I can't just leave them here. You've got to be connected to them. The engine's got to be running. So it isn't too hacky in that sense. I've still got to take the time to bring this thing over, but it just means I don't have to do 6-10 trips back and forth from the water source we put in originally over there, back and forth to our 3 greenhouses. So I've done already the other 2. They're full. There we are, 40,000 litres. And you can hear the sound effect is still running, basically. And if I left the engine running, it would just do it permanently. It would just keep topping up, topping up, topping up. But we're not going to be doing that. So stop overloading. And we are good. Disconnect from the tractor. We'll just check you by here. Engine off. I think we're good. I think we're good for the day. The only thing to think about really is the animals, just to make sure. So you guys still got your balers sorting yourselves out. You guys could probably do it more, couldn't you? You've got 6,000 litres of grass. You could probably do the grass bale, tragically. Try not to get run over. You've got plenty of wood, you're all good. Right, where are we? Straw, hay, straw, grass. Only 3 of them left. Eesh. I mean, you know, I know we're not playing hyper-realism, but it's realistic enough that I don't want to just leave these guys not fed. So, there we are. Extra bale area. So you guys have now got 14,000 litres. Is there a light in here anywhere? Can we turn on a light in this barn? I don't think we can. It's a shame. Who was that? Was that Callie? The night, Callie. Go to bed. Go to bed, sweetheart. Right. That's January done. Happy, happy days. Lots of money. Let's get into February. See if there's anything worth sort of thinking about. I've almost certainly forgotten to do something. You know what I'm like. I always seem to mess this up. You wouldn't think I'd been playing this game for as long as I had. Oh, obviously you can see a load of vehicle leasing stuff going on there. I got rid of our baler, I got rid of our roller, I got rid of the animal transport, because it just felt like we're actually not going to use it for months, any of it. We can't do grass until March, is it? Grass, yeah, so we've still got until next month to do that. We're not planting anything. There was no point keeping it. Because I'm not even sure we'd use half of it even then. So it just felt like the right thing to do. Right, let's have a look. Let's check on the animals first off. Let's see how they're doing. Sheep pasture, still got loads of grass, and could do with some water. Fine, we'll take some water down to you first off. Let's use grape. Come on then, start up. As usual, a load of wood to take down to the temple. Top up the money, which would be good. Right, she's full. Morning, chickens. Christmas deck still giving it large. First of our productions from the side there. What do we have? Was it noodle soup it looked like? Whatever. And a gnocchi on the other one? No, gnocchi's a mushroom, isn't it? Kimchi. Right, so what do? I go around in my little turning circle by here, don't I? I really, at some point, need to mark these out with a bit more sort of clearing in terms of where the drivable path is. Right. Chuck you in by there, my friend. And top you up. How much wool are you guys producing? Not much at the moment. 319 litres. Come on, guys, you're better than that. No meadow grass, but you got 100% health, so you should be fine. Right. Let's have a little look here. Okay, you are good. Happy days. First cow barn. Yeah, 12,000 litres of grass left in there. Sweet. Don't need to do anything with it. Why is your health still bad, though? I thought your health would have picked up by now. Unless just because you are in grass, it just doesn't give you health. So you have to be maybe on hay and silage. Interesting. Chicky coop, loads of grain, fine. Eggs, yeah, we saw them just then. Happy days. And you guys are down to 26,000 since last night. And you've gone through whatever was left on that last bale. Wow. But 51% health and 97 litres of buffalo milk. 6,000 litres of slurry. Oh, come on. Let's go and have a look at you. Where are you? Are you massive now? Where's Texas? Ha ha! Whoa! Catch up! You've grown. Hi. Look at the size of you. Holy moly. Oh, hello. Wow. And you all sort of become the same colour. Texas? Cool. Whoa, don't want my chainsaw. Not here, you guys, don't worry. Yeah, okay, so you're gonna smash through that, really, aren't you? We need to consider looking into TMR for you guys. Ooh. Let me think on this one a minute. Yeah. Okay. We need it. We're going to need one. It is what it is. That's too good a deal to turn down for me. 180 centimetre bales we can make with that. And yeah, it gives us the option then of going off and doing the wrapping if we can get a wrapper on loan. Or ideally, I'd still like to get a, what's it called? It's like a silage pit. I'd still like to do that. A bunker silo, yeah. Where is the little one I wanted before? This little bunker silo here, and then we just crush it down, and we can pick out then silage as and when we need it, because we could just cut the grass, pick it all up, and lob it in there. See, there's the rather than having to wrap the bales, but then it's a case of where can I fit this thing in, because it just doesn't fit anywhere. I mean, we could do it up on the farm, I suppose. But again, it's not ideal there at all. And then when we try and fit it in down here, it could go there, I guess. you know, like we originally planned. It's not in the best place for it. Oh, I forgot I left the weeder out over there. Sorry, mate. Yeah, I mean, we don't have to make that decision now. We're not doing grass, but at least that does mean that we now own our baler. We own a baler. Let's go. Oh, no, don't sell it and reset it. Dear Lord. Visit. Thank you. Don't stand me in the corner. Liftable bales back. Happy, happy days. If it hadn't been part of the liftables, I probably wouldn't have bothered. But as it was liftable as well, then it's just too good to turn down. Any contracts? Rock removal. Down on there. It's pretty simple. Now we could maybe do that. Wood transport 19 logs right down by the farm and bring them to ourselves. What? Right, on the basis that we have to just experiment with that, that's weird. I'm going to borrow items, and I'm going to do that. That's a weird one. That is a real weird one. Right, let's get down there and find out what's going on with that, because surely that can't give us wood. That's ridiculous. Right, hopefully I can get this up the road now without tipping it. They started so well, and then just those last 3 logs took, well, felt like an eternity to sort out then. I'm really fascinated to see what this does. It shouldn't give us anything. It would be really, really unfair if it did. But then if the game is going to give it to us, then the game is going to give it to us. This is going to be interesting because am I actually going to get the clearance to get in there? Right, so just let me, where's my pen? Hang on. Note to self, right? 20, what we are, 24, 721. Oh, 720, for argument's sake. Sorry, I hit the mic then. Can I? I'm going to be better. I'm going to have to reverse in. Side note, I love this truck. I really, really do like this truck. Just about squeeze under there. Ah, sweet. Right, okay. So, let's take the tension straps off. And then sell the wood. It gave us... What? It gave us 200 litres of wood. That's weird. That's really weird. Oh, okay. £4,600 though. Thanks very much, mate. Appreciate it. Appreciate it. Sewing. Yeah, okay. Where is it? Over field 13. And then we got field 3, both using the same bits of equipment. I mean, it's... Do you know what? No, I don't want to do contracts. I just want to get on with it. Yeah, there's just nothing really for us to do here. The sawmill still has 24,000 litres of wood, so it's pretty good. We could go try and chop down a tree, I suppose, but there's nothing really there. Well, I'm clearly missing something, aren't I? It's never this easy. 2,000 litres. We can't do anything with our grass field. Animals, I mean, the guys there have 24,981. So I just need to keep a bit of an eye on that as the day goes on. We may need to drop some more down to them before the day is out. So if we just, in terms of fields, nothing we can do about this one yet because we can't plant anything this time of year. That's got everything it needs. Where's the weeds? Yeah, there's nothing to be done with that one. Grass is growing. This beautiful grass. Katie's beautiful grass. So annoying, but just not there. I mean, we could take the wood over 100,000. Oh, I don't know. Right, I tell you what, let's go into our settings. Let's knock the speed right up a minute and see what that does to our farmyard animals. So sheep are still absolutely fine slamming it. As we hit, so 12,077. And we'll just wait for the hour. 11,934. So, what, 150? And 791. Yeah, about 150 litres an hour for you guys, which is fine. The bigger problem may be down here. So, just out of interest, plenty in there at the moment. Right, let's have a look. So we'll have a look at it at the 4 o'clock or as close to it as we can. Missed the start button. 21,281. And then as soon as 5 o'clock hits, we'll have another look. 20,664. And then we'll do one more hour just to complete the test. 20,048. Right, give me a second. Let me do some quick maths. Right, okay, so that's interesting. Gives us at least an idea. So according to my maths, the water buffalo are going to need basically 15,000 litres of hay per 24 hours or per month. So they're good until tomorrow, which is excellent and gives us a bit of breathing room. The cows at the moment, because they're young, this will grow every day or every month, as my understanding, but they're currently running at 3,500 litres of grass per month. So they're fine as well. So at the moment, sheep couldn't care less, but they barely touch it there, so they've got plenty. And chickens were good with the grain as well. So I mean, these guys are my kind of concern, but they're in a pretty good place right now. So we'll need more hay in March, but that's fine, because what we should then be in a position to do is harvest our grass field. So I'm going to take a massive risk, and I don't think there's anything else to do. I think we're quite happy with what we've done there, and we're going to head into March, and we'll check if my calculations are correct. I don't think we're going to have a white Christmas, mind, do we, if we're going into March? You never know. Stranger things have happened. I haven't said hello to him. Hey, bud, how are you doing? Right, let's get into March. Shifting through the months, that's what we like to do. Not hanging around. So again, a little bit of money spent. Weather for the day is looking really good. Sunny, 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 bit of rain, and then sunny. No storms. We still haven't seen a tornado here. You know what that means, so I've cursed myself by saying it, but... Good morning, sir. Right, so let's jump into this menu quickly. Yeah, there we go. Happy days, 11,000. They've got plenty. I mean, don't get me wrong, we're not 24-hour period, but they're good. And they're good. What were these guys on, did I just say? What did they pretty much end up on when we stopped? They were 20,000 litres. They're down to 11,000 litres. Right, okay. So if we jumped... Ah, look, yes. Excellent. Now, as far as I'm aware, even though the old game used to say that we should wait 2 cycles to harvest, I don't think that's been fixed yet that I'm aware of. If you are aware of that and you've found a difference and you're still testing it, please let me know in the comments, because I'm about to cause myself an absolute drama and waste loads of grass. I mean, we've got enough that I could probably take the risk and let it go, but I'd rather, if not, we got to get rid of that wood today, actually. We need to make some money. Where am I going? I want to go to the bale storage tonight. Let's just check what we got in terms of bale. This thing's still got 15,000. Happy days. In terms of hay, we've got 6 bales at 9,000 litres. Well, the buffalo are only taking 15,000 litres a day. We could easily chuck 3 of these in. I mean, we've got 2 months of food there. Interesting. I wonder, maybe if I need to do a little bit of checking really off camera, don't I? And test this to see if what's going to happen. But I think we're going to call it a day there. Now, if you have enjoyed this episode, taken anything from it, then please do consider giving it a like and a subscribe. It does mean the world to me. It really helps me understand what's working for you guys. Any thoughts, please let me know in the comments. Anything you'd like to say, I will get back to you. And until next time, be happy, stay safe, and we'll speak again soon. Take care.